spending so much time with our kids this summer has been a good reminder that they're picking up on a lot of lessons, whether we're teaching it to them specifically or not. One of those topics can be money. And this Money Monday, we've got Kyle Winkfield, besides being the president of Finley Alexander Wealth Management. He is also a dad. And you say you've seen your 7-year-old Jack express sort of an interest in what it is that you do, right?
Well, he does. That's very flattering. He's like, Daddy, I want to do what you do, or what do you do? And so I say, hey, I guide people to make better decisions with their money.
It makes sense. I feel like we're all sort of working. Many of us are working from home with our kids at home, and so it's like take your child to work day every single day. So
Yep.
Tell us about the relationship that you had with money growing up.
I did, my first entree with money, I just remember being with my mom in either Montgomery Ward or one of these stores and wanting to get something. And it was the conversation of put that down. That's for rich people. We don't have the money. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, it's not that I had an awesome childhood. I love my parents. But I think what it was there was always this scarcity mindset or lack thereof, or hold on to the cash and you don't need that right now. And we can't afford it. Mm-hmm. And so I thought to myself, when I get older, no matter what I do, I want to have positive conversations around money if I'm blessed to have children and a life partner, and I have both now, so that's awesome.
That is awesome. And I think so many parents do that subconsciously because I think it's sort of learned generation to generation. Even when they do have enough money, there's still sort of that mentality of how I'm allocating it, and I might need it for tuition, or I might need it for this, so there is that scarcity mindset even when it is plentiful. So how are we supposed to curb our own anxiety, even when we got it or we don't have it, whatever the case may be, to make sure that we are keeping our worries from affecting our children and how they grow up and perceive money?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, if you, independent of your kids, you're having that conversation, if you have full command and are at peace with what you're doing, and you realize that there's a positive energy around the money. So you know what, you got a budget, and it's not a bad budget where you're like, I can't, but it's more, this is how we can. So when you have that plan in place, I think the next conversation is you can have more structured, positive conversations with your kids about like, well, that's nice that you want that video game or whatever it is, but is that the best use of the money? Or how about we save some of this money, and then you save up, you can use some of your money. It's funny how they don't buy the video games that quickly when it's their money. So
That's true. And I guess, can you give us an example of maybe one of these conversations that you might have had with Jack, your son?
Yeah, so we go to Chick-fil-A. We enjoy going there. They love the milkshakes. They love all the chicken and the chicken nuggets, stuff like that. So anyway, when we get there, he's always wanting a special drink. He and his little brother, Cooper, they want, can we get milkshakes? I'll say, no problem. So as soon as I get the milkshake, I go, give it to me real quick. And then I sip on it a little bit and I hand it to him. I go, there you go. 20% of your milkshake.
Tax.
Those are taxes.
I do that with my daughter. I steal a fry and I say it's tax. You got to learn that right off the top. So I'm glad I'm on the right track with that.
That's right. It works. And he gets it. And he actually knows about April 15th and stuff. And he's like, tax day. Oh, okay. And then I have to help him have a positive association with taxes. Like, hey, you like the fact that the roads are paved, and teachers need to get paid and all this other stuff.
Yes.
So we got to pay our fair share, but we don't want to aim for extra credit.
Exactly. And you also don't want the kids thinking that they can actually pay their taxes in milkshakes and fries, but they get the concept. Right. They get the concept. So how do we approach the topic of money with our kids today so that we're making sure that we are affecting their future in a positive way?
I think the first point is to try to find like an insertion point to have the conversation where it's positive. So kids are always asking mom and dad for something, right? Mm-hmm. And so when the next time they ask, try to help them understand the value of what it takes to purchase or to earn the money to purchase whatever it is that they want, and try to explain it in a world that they would understand, depending on their age, right? So if they're like 4 or 5, they may not have a full concept of money, but they got a full concept of their stuff, right? So you can say, this is like money, and so I'm going to take some of your Play-Doh and trade that for this. You should have seen my son's face. He's like, I said, do you want it? He goes, I don't really want it. Give me the Play-Doh back.
Right, because he knows the value now. All right, so if people want to get in touch with you, just in general, your website, give that to us again.
FinleyAlexander.com.
All right, Kyle Winkfield, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.